Okay. Last class, I was discussing about the variation of g, small g, with altitude with respect to the height or the height above the surface of the earth. How does the value of g vary? And I gave you the formula. If you remember, last class I had given you the formula of g dash. G dash is the acceleration due to gravity at some height from the surface of the earth or at some altitude. G dash formula was coming as G bracket 1 plus h by r whole power minus 2. This was the formula I gave last time, if you remember it. Then this thing G divided by this also we can write. This formula will apply for the sake of numericals, where you have to find the value of G at a particular height, we use this formula. Okay, but now in binomial theorem, mathematics, we have a chapter binomial theorem. There you will learn the formula like this. The formula 1 plus x to the power of n. The formula will be like 1 plus nx plus so on, like that. Where n is negative or fraction. In that case, we have this formula that we will learn in binomial theorem. So I'm using the same formula here. That g, this is the formula which will give the approximate value. 1, I'll multiply this and this, I'll multiply. This is like x, entire thing is like x. I'll multiply. This becomes 1 minus 2h by r. And here we write approximately, approximately. Of previous class, Friday's class, g dash is equal to g bracket 1 minus 2h by r, prox. This formula we will not use for numerical problems. For numerical problems, we will be using this formula only. For numericals, we will apply this formula only. Now, right here, what do you see now? What happens to the value of g? Does it increase or decrease? Look at this equation and decide what is happening to the value of g. Is it increasing or decreasing? Tell me. Yes, boys. Looking at this equation, what conclusion do you draw? The value of g increasing or decreasing? What is happening here? Tell me. Say, hello. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This one is headphone is giving problem, it seems. Okay. Can't hear me. What is the value of g? What is happening to the value of g? The value of g is decreasing here, decreasing. Why it is decreasing? Because of minus sign. You can write hence the value of g decreases. Right down below this, hence the value of g decreases with altitude. Decreases with altitude. Hence the value of g, I mean acceleration due to gravity decreases with altitude. Why does it decrease? You can see the value. If I open bracket, it will become as g dash, g minus 2h by r in times of g. That means the value of new value of g will come g, whatever value, minus this part. This much part of the value of g subtracted from this. That means the value of g is decreasing by this amount, by this factor. Okay, now this is done. Now second one you write now. Second one. Second, please, there's problem with this headphone. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, give this is no variation of G with depth. You want to give me the depth with depth. We'll change all the value of G values with respect to the depth. It's below the surface of the earth, not above the surface, but below the surface of the earth. For this again, we draw the angle. We take all center of the earth is here. This is the radius. Total, this is R. Here is the surface of the earth. From the surface of the earth, we are getting the point at the depth H. Depth is H. Depth is H. This time we are interested in finding the value of G at the point B. What happens to the value of G at the point B? Now we are going to check that. You can write it for point A. For the point A. For the point A. The acceleration to gravity value is G, and for the point B, the acceleration to gravity value is G dash. For the point A, the formula is G is equal to 4 pi into G R Joe. Mark is the equation 1. This formula will. Why this formula? Because below the surface of the earth, density will be average, same everywhere, although the density will be the same. For altitude, the entire mass of the earth will remain the same, but within the below the surface of the earth, density remains the same. And we will pick up the formula relationship with terms of density. I think we have derived this formula also. So we are using that. Hello. Okay. Now, right here. Yes. Yes, tell me if you have any queries. For the point B, now we are checking for the point B. For the point B, and at G dash is equal to 4 pi by 3 G. What is the distance of the point B from the surface of the earth? H, but we have to take it from the center. What is the distance of the point B from the center? What is the distance of the point B from the center? How much? Yeah, one of you. From O to B, the distance will be R minus H. Here I like that R minus H into rho, equation number 2. The distance is R minus H. I'll divide the two equations. Write down dividing equation 2 by equation 1. We'll divide it. This by this. I like that is G dash by G. When you divide this thing cancels, your answer will come here R minus H by R. Next time you write as G dash by G. You can separate R by R. This coming 1 minus H by R. This G will come this side. Therefore, G dash value will become G bracket 1 minus H by R. This is the formula with depth. This is the formula of acceleration due to gravity with respect to the depth below the surface of the earth. And the depth also I am taking as H. The depth below the surface of the earth is H. So this is the formula. What conclusion do you draw after having this formula? What conclusion do you have? The value of G decreases or increases. What happens? What happens to the value of G? Is it increasing or decreasing? Say, after having this equation, what conclusion do we draw? Or you should draw what conclusion? The value of G is increasing or decreasing? Yes?
Decreasing.
Say one of you. Huh? Hello?
Yes, sir.
What is happening to the value of G? Is increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
Decreasing, minus sign is there. G minus h by I times of G. Right? And hence the value of G decreases. Right down there. Hence the value of G decreases. Hence the value of G decreases with depth. With depth. D-E-P-T-H, with depth. It is decreasing here also. Okay. Now same line we write there at the center of the earth. Just like at the center of the earth. Below this, right, at the center of the earth, body from here is going, it's coming up to the center of the earth. What does it mean? That is R and H are equal. At the center of the earth, write down at the center of the earth, at the center of the earth, H equal to R. The depth is equal to the radius of the circle, radius of the earth. Therefore, G dash value will become how much here? Using this formula, what is the value of G dash becoming? G bracket 1 minus H by R value will come 1. The answer will come 0. That means what is the value of acceleration due to gravity at the center of the earth? What is the value? The answer is 0. It keeps on decreasing and it becomes 0 exactly where? At the center of the earth. At the center of the earth, it becomes 0. Have you understood? Hello? Rohan? Please respond. One of you respond so that I understand because I'm not getting your voice. Please respond.
Sir.
Any one of you? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Please keep on responding. No, keep responding. So the value of acceleration due to gravity at the center of the earth is 0. That means weight of the body becomes 0 where we share the center of the earth. Because G is 0 and weight formula we have mass into acceleration due to gravity at that point. At that point the acceleration due to gravity value will be 0. Okay, now write down below that the variation of G, right below, the variation of G with altitude and depth, just below this make a note, right? The variation of G, small g, with altitude and depth can be represented by the following graph. So let us draw a graph. This time the graph we draw here. This is the center of, this is the Earth's axis. This is the value, write down G, the value of G is here. This side is plus H, right? H plus H, this side is minus H. This side is minus H, this side is plus H. Plus H means this side is altitude. We can write here altitude. This side you write depth. Minus H means depth below the surface. How does the value of G varies with altitude? You can see the formula. What is the formula of G with respect to the altitude? What is the formula? Tell me. What is the formula of G with respect to altitude? Yeah. Say voice.
So GM by R square.
No. With altitude, I give you the formula. G is equal to what formula you have? Check G dash is equal to what is the formula? You got the formula. So
G
G
whole bracket
bracket
1 plus
what is 1 plus h by r minus 2 or G
yes,
dash is G by I can write like this 1 plus h by r whole square like this. So in this formula, we see that these two are inversely proportional. G dash and h are inversely proportional with the square. That means your graph will come in the form of hyperbolic curve. Like this. From here, the curve will come like this hyperbola, like this. This way it will come. It will come like this. Hyperbola, it is 9 meter per second square. And it keeps on decreasing, but in a hyperbolic manner like this. That means it does not become zero. We don't know where it's becoming zero. There is no 0 point here. Because this whole square, no, 0 point is undefined. The value of G does not become zero with altitude. And out here with the depth, what is the formula with the depth? Check the formula with the depth. G dash formula with the depth, just now we derived. What is the formula? Check. Yeah.
G bracket 1
G
minus
dash
h
is equal to G bracket 1 minus h by r. What type of equation is this? The power is 1. Power of G dash and h is 1. Both powers are 1. That means this is representing a straight line. Y equal to mx plus c form. Straight line. You have to draw a straight line like this. Straight line this way. And here it becomes 0. The value of G is becoming 0 here. This point will be surely the center of the earth. We can write it center of the earth. Center of the earth. This point is the center because at the center of the earth only the value of G becomes 0. Where will the weight of a body become 0 on the surface of the earth or with respect to the earth? Where does it become 0? We say at the center of the earth. The value of G is 0. I think in lower classes also you should learn the value of G decreases with altitude and as well as with the depth. In both the cases, the value of G decreases. And for your kind information, the value of G never increases. The value of G is maximum on the surface of the earth. In both the cases, the value of G keeps on decreasing. If you go into the mines, then also the value of G decreases. When you go on mountains, then also the value of G will decrease. But the magnitude of decrease will differ. Suppose we are being 50 meters below the surface of the earth and 50 meters above the surface of the earth. The value of G will become more or less with altitude as compared to the depth. Approximately, it will decrease by a greater value with altitude than with respect to the depth. Okay? Give next heading now. This graph, this is straight line. Okay. If it doesn't look like a straight line, you must draw a straight line using ruler. Okay. Next heading we give now variation of G. Variation of G. Next one, third one. Variation of G. Variation of G with respect to G with respect to speed of rotation of the earth. Speed of rotation of the earth. Speed of rotation of the earth. The value of G depends upon also the speed of rotation of the earth. It depends on that. And the value of G differs also from place to place on the surface of the earth. We may have two places, maybe Kalimpong, Siliguri. Both of them are on the surface of the earth only, but there the value of G is different. Or maybe Siliguri, Kolkata, both are there in the plain side. There also the value of G differs. The value of G in Kolkata will be different and in Siliguri will be different. We'll check why, what can be the reason behind. That means the value of G depends even on the value of latitude. Latitude. Angle made with the equatorial line or equator. So I'll draw a diagram for it. For that I'll draw a diagram like this. Earth, here is the center of the earth. We are taking an axis of rotation here, axis. This line is equator. This is equator line. This is the axis of rotation. Axis of rotation. Okay, axis of rotation. That is, we have poles over here. Let us suppose a point is situated near A. This can be a place, this can be a city, maybe Kolkata or maybe Mumbai or anywhere else. So this distance is radius of the Earth, capital R I write, and there will be rotation of the Earth about this axis. So I'll show the rotation here, rotational axis here, rotational axis I'll draw here, rotational axis. Suppose this radius is R, small r. So at this point, what will happen? The latitude of this place is lambda. I'll mark this as lambda. Angle is lambda. This angle is lambda. So at this point, there will be centrifugal force acting. Centrifugal force formula. What is the formula of centrifugal force? What is the formula of centrifugal force? Tell me. Direction I mark. And what is the formula of centrifugal force? Say first. Anyone? Centripetal force formula is what? Tell me. What is the formula of centripetal force? Hello? No one is responding.
Thank you, sir.
Huh? Hello? Come on. Boys, are you studying? Centripetal force. What is the formula?
MB square by I, R.
mv square by r. And what is the formula of centrifugal force? Centrifugal force. What is the formula of centrifugal? Same value. No, I told you the same value, but direction wise opposite. And in terms of speed of rotation, what is the formula? Speed of rotation is omega. In terms of omega, what is the formula? The formula is that it's m omega squared r. Please refer to the formula. In terms of v, the formula is mv squared by r. And in terms of omega, speed of rotation, the formula is omega squared r. This radius, because this is the radius of rotation. Rotational axis is here. Distance of the point from the axis of rotation, that is r. This time what we'll do, this omega squared r will break into two components. One component here, one component will come here. This angle will be lambda being corresponding angle. This value I write as m omega squared r cos lambda I write, cos lambda. And this will come m omega squared sin m omega squared r sin lambda. What is called as acceleration due to gravity? The acceleration with which the body is attracted towards the earth, or the what is called weight of the body, the weight with which the body is attracted, the force with which the body is attracted towards the center of the earth. You can write here the weight, right? On apparent weight. Apparent weight will be equal to mg dash equal to total net weight will be towards this. Here we write actual weight is mg minus mg is acting here like this, and this component is in opposite direction. I'll write mg minus m omega squared r cos lambda. M common and cancel with this. You get g dash is equal to coming g minus omega squared r cos lambda. This r will vary from place to place, but this capital R is constant. What I will do, I will express small r in terms of capital R. This is lambda angle, so this angle will become lambda, vertically opposite. Now I will be using the trigonometry formula here, cos lambda. Cos lambda is base by hypotenuse. Base is small r, hypotenuse is capital R. Therefore, the small r value will become r cos lambda. R cos lambda. I'll put that value here. G dash is equal to g minus omega squared. Small r value I'll put r cos lambda, and into cos lambda is also there, already there. Therefore, G dash value will become like this, G minus omega square R cos square lambda. This is the formula. This is the formula of variation of G with respect to omega. With respect to omega means speed of rotation of the earth. Speed of rotation of the earth, or with respect to the position of the point. Then with respect to latitude, lambda. Okay. After this, we can write here at poles. At poles, lambda will be how much degree? 90 degree. At poles, these are the two polar points. Then lambda value will be exactly 90 degree. The value will become like this. G dash is equal to G minus this is 0. Cos 90 is 0. Then that will become 0. That means G dash value will be G. This is maximum. Maximum. Where is the value of G maximum on the surface of the earth? At the pole. And what is that value? That value is equal to G. And what is the standard value of G? 9.8 meter per second square. And write down for at equator, right here at equator, lambda value is 0 degree. At equator, lambda value is 0 degree. I'll put the value 0 degree here. Therefore, G dash value will become G minus omega square R. Cos lambda is cos square 0 degree, and cos square 0 degree value is 1. So that's the 1 square, the answer will become this. Hence the value of G, this is minimum at equator. What is the value of G at equator? This is the value, and it is minimum on the surface of the earth, but it is not 0. Minimum doesn't mean 0. The value of G will be 0 where? Only at the center of the earth, here at this point. But on the surface of the earth, the value of G is minimum where? At the equator. Here it will be minimum, and here it will be maximum. Either here or here, the value of G will be minimum. And the minimum value will not be 0. We can calculate also what should be the value of G there at the equator. We can use this formula and find out. G dash is equal to G value is 9.8 minus omega. What is the value of omega for the earth? What is the value of omega? Do you know? The speed of rotation of the earth is how much? We measure in terms of time, 24 hours. That is the value of time period. Omega is equal to be like 2 pi by T. 2 pi by 24 into 16 to 60. We can calculate the answer also. G dash value will become like this 9.8 minus omega value. I'm putting 2 pi by T squared into R. Next line we can add 9.8 minus 2 pi by time period is 60. 24 into 60 into 60. 24 hours we are changing in seconds. Squared into radius will be 6400 kilometer into 10 to the 1000. Changing in meter. Radius of the earth value is 6400 kilometer. Using all this in calculator, you can verify the value of G. How much does it come? Check your calculator. Check the calculation in the calculator and tell me how much do you get. You will be getting the answer 7.92. 7.92 meter per second square. This is the answer coming. That means what is the value of G at the equator point? 7.92, and it is the minimum value of the surface of the earth. Where is the value of G maximum? At the poles. And what is that value? 9.8. G value is 9.8, that is maximum. Otherwise, when the speed of rotation of the earth increases, what happens to the value of G? We say the value of G decreases. But except at the poles, no variation takes place at the poles. That also we have to mention. No matter how much speed we have at the poles, because lambda is 90 degrees, the entire this portion value becomes 0 and G dash value becomes G. That is, no variation takes place at the poles. Variation takes place at other points and it decreases with the increasing the speed of rotation of the earth. But no variation takes place at the poles, except at the poles. If question comes, what happens to the value of G when the speed of rotation of earth is increased? which is the value of g decreases, but except at the poles. That point also we must write. Because no variation takes place at poles. No matter how much speed of rotation the Earth is having, or how much less the speed of rotation the Earth is having, but variation does not take place at the poles. Okay, so we have done everything on the acceleration due to gravity. You saw three cases: altitude case, depth case, and the speed of rotation. Three cases. In all the three cases, the value of g decreases, but only in this case at the poles no variation takes place. Thank you. So we do this much. We carry on tomorrow with some more theory part, and then we'll be doing problems. Okay. Thank you, boys.